Hi, and welcome to the Toneway Method for Guitar video series. This first video is for complete beginners. In it, we're going to learn some chords, we're going to learn some songs, we're going to learn how to change chords, and we're going to learn some strums. Now, if you know how to do this already, go ahead to lesson 2, where we'll learn how to pick out melody by ear. Now, something very important when you're playing music is to be in tune, because if you're not in tune, no matter how well you play, it's not going to sound good. So we highly recommend getting what's called an electronic tuner like this one. They're cheap, they're easy to use, and they're accurate. I'm going to show you how it works. Here's the tuner. There are many different kinds out there. This one's called a snark. Now, the names of the strings are E, A, D, G, B, and E. So I'm going to turn the tuner on and pluck the string I'm tuning. Now, I'm wanting the name of the string to have a green line right above it. Okay, that shows D sharp, which is flat for the E. It's below the E. So I'm going to tighten the tuning peg. These are tuning pegs. Until it shows E. Next is A. That's showing it's a little sharp. So I'm going to loosen the peg a little bit. And there's a clear green line. Okay, the next is D. That's showing C sharp, which is flat for D. So I'm going to tighten the peg. There we go. Next is G. That's just a little flat. Not too bad. Tighten it. There we go. The A, D, G, B. That shows C, so that means it's sharp because C is after B. So I'm going to loosen it. There we go. B. Now E. E, that says D sharp, which is flat. E. A. D. G, B, E. Well, I hope we're in tune now so we can learn to play some songs. First, we'll get our feet wet with a very simple children's song. Then we'll dive in deeply with some adult three-chord songs. The first one we'll learn to play is a very simple children's song you probably learned when you were little, called Hot Cross Buns. First, we'll play it using a G chord. So, we need to learn a G chord. Take a look. The letters there are the fingers we're going to be using to press down the strings. The M is for middle, the I is for index, and the R is for ring. Here's the G chord. Now when you go to make a chord, don't put your finger right on top of the fret here, because it doesn't sound good. You put it right behind, like that. Now make your G chord, and with your other hand, brush down over the strings like this. We're just going to do it simply to start with. And let's sing Hot Cross Buns. Hot cross buns, hot cross buns, 1 a penny. Now the melody changes, goes to here. 2 a penny, hot cross buns. So we need another chord. We need the D chord. Take a look. Here's the D chord. Now when you strum it, you want to avoid this top fat E string because it's not in the chord and it doesn't sound good. Now let's play the whole song. Strum down, down, down. Hot cross buns, hot cross buns, 1 a penny, 2 a penny, hot cross buns. Now, changing chords takes time. You know, you'll get more coordination the more you do it. But don't worry about it. You know, it might sound a little flubby or you might hit the wrong strings. Just keep at it and it will come. Let's play it again. Hot cross buns, hot cross buns, 1 a penny, 2 a penny, hot cross buns. All right, now pause the video and play this a little bit, and then come back and we're going to play the same song in the key of C. All right, let's play this in the key of C. Now we need a C chord. Take a look. Here's the C chord. Now, when you strum it, that means go brush over the strings. You want to avoid this fat E string for now, and I'll talk about that later. Also, if you have long fingernails, it can be hard to press down a good clear chord. So you might want to get the old clippers out. All right, let's make the C chord. Now when the melody changes and we change chords, we're going to be changing to the G chord, and we already know that. Let's strum down, down, down. Hot cross buns, hot cross buns, 1 a penny, 2 a penny, hot cross buns. Again. Hot cross buns, hot cross buns, 1 a penny, 2 a penny, hot cross buns. Now again, pause the video and play this for a little bit, and then come on back and we're going to play a song that I think you'll find a little more interesting, called Shady Grove. The song we're going to do next, Shady Grove, is a traditional song. Now, traditional means it's old. It's been passed on over the generations orally. People were playing by ear. It wasn't written music. Now, the thing about these old songs, as I said, they weren't written down. And it's a little like the game telephone, where you whisper something into somebody's ear, then the next person whispers to the next person, and then goes down, 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 comes around back to you, and it's a little different. That's the same with these songs. Sometimes the lyrics change, sometimes the melody changes. I've heard this song Shady Grove done many different ways. We're going to play this song in the key of C to begin with. Now, we play in different keys because one key isn't good for everybody's voice, and we're going to hear more about that soon. So first we're going to play in the key of C. We're going to use our C chord, and we're not going to change chords for now. So you might want to listen to me play it first so you can get the melody in your head, or just wing it. I'm playing very slowly for now, but then we'll play faster. Shady Grove, my little love, Shady Grove, my darling, Shady Grove, my little love, going back to Harlan. Again. Shady Grove, my little love, Shady Grove, my darling, Shady Grove, my little love, going back to Harlan. Once you get the melody in your head, you can pause the video and play it just strumming the G chord and sing. Shady Grove, my little love, Shady Grove, my darling, etc. Then we can play it again in the key of D using our D chord. Shady Grove, my little love, Shady Grove, my darling, etc. Now pause the video and play this a little bit, and then come back and we're going to spice up our rhythm a little bit. Most of us have kept the beat to music by clapping our hands. And we can count. 1, 2, 3, 4. We can do the same thing on our instrument. But strumming down. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, if we want to make it a little more interesting, we can do what's called a boom chop strum, and it sounds like this. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. With the thumb we come down over the top string or the top couple strings, and then we come down over the other strings, or some of the other strings or all of them. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. We can say boom chop, boom chop, boom chop, boom chop, boom chop. Shady Grove, my little love, Shady Grove, my darling, Shady Grove, my little love, going back to Harlan. Now we're going to play Shady Grove again, but this time we're going to change chords like we did with Hot Cross Buns. First we'll play it in the key of G, and we're going to change to our D chord. Take a look here, and you can see where the chord changes are. I'm going to use the boom chops drum. Shady Grove, my little love, Shady Grove, my darling, Shady Grove, my little love, going back to Harlan. Now just a reminder, changing chords takes time. Shady Grove, my little love, Shady Grove, my darling, Shady Grove, my little love, going back to Harlan. All right, now let's play the same song, this time in the key of C. So we need our C chord and our G chord. Take a look. Shady Grove, my little love, Shady Grove, my darling, Shady Grove, my little love, going back to Harlan. Shady Grove, my little love, Shady Grove, my darling, Shady Grove, my little love, going back to Harlan. Now so far we've been playing songs with just two chords, and there are lots of them out there. We played Shady Grove and Hot Cross Buns. Now if we add just one more chord, making a three-chord song, there are countless songs, and we're going to play some of those now. We're going to play and sing the choruses to these songs. First we'll play the songs in the key of G. Now the chords we need for the key of G are the G, the C, and the D, and we know those. You are my sunshine. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. Frankie and Johnny. Frankie and Johnny were sweethearts. Lordy, how they could love. They swore to be true to each other, just as true as the stars above. He was her man. He wouldn't do her wrong. New River Train. Riding on that New River train, On top of Old Smoky is a waltz. So far we've been playing in 4/4 time. 1, 2, 3, 4, or 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Now we're going to play in waltz time, and it sounds like this. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. It's 3/4 time. Boom, chop, chop, boom, chop, chop, boom, chop, chop, boom, chop, chop. On top of Old Smoky, all covered with snow, I lost my true lover from courting too slow. Now, how many of you were saying, I lost my poor meatball? Now, I'd really like to be able to sing these songs in the key of C, but the key of C for these songs is too low for my voice. So I'm going to ask my son Kyle to sing them for us. For the key of C, we need a C chord, an F chord, and a G chord. We know the C and the G, but we haven't done the F yet. Here's the F chord. With the index, you're covering 2 strings. I'm going to be honest, it's not my favorite chord to make, and sometimes I make it like this. I'm not pressing down the A string. Now some people make what's called a bar chord, like this, but we're not doing these for now.
You are my sunshine. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. Frankie and Johnny. Frankie and Johnny were sweethearts. Lordy, how they did love. They swore to be true to each other, as true as the stars above. He was her man. He wouldn't do her wrong. New River Train. Riding on that new river train. Riding on that new river train. Same old train that's brought me here, and it's soon gonna carry me away. On top of Old Smoky. On top of
So far we've been making our G chord like this. You may have noticed that Kyle makes his like this. And that makes it very easy to go to the C chord and back. So again, you're going to find out which one you prefer. Sometimes I use this one, and sometimes I use this one. Now we talked about this before, but maybe you noticed when Kyle plays, he does this. Now the key of C was comfortable for Kyle for those songs, and the key of G was more comfortable for me. But that song Shady Grove, the key of C was more comfortable for me, and the key of G for Kyle. Now you're going to find over time that certain keys are more comfortable for you for certain songs. That just takes time. Unfortunately, many people feel they can't sing, and it's just that they've been singing or trying to sing songs in keys not good for their voices. We've had students come to us saying they can't sing, and they won't sing. But after a little while, we find keys that are good for them, and they find their voices and start having a great time. Here's a pick. They're often used when playing steel string guitars like the one I'm playing. Fingers are usually used with the nylon strings. Now I like to hold it like this because it gives the most control. Some people have their fingers open like this. You'll just find out what feels most comfortable for you. Now everything we've done so far, the down strum, the boom chop, and the alternating boom chop, can be done with a pick. Here's the alternating boom chop strum with the G chord. E string, A string, E string, A string. Of course, normally I wouldn't be strumming up here on the neck, but I'm just doing it so you can see. Or we can E string, D string, E string, D string. Here's an alternating boom chop strum with the C chord. C chord, A string, D string, A string, D string. Or you can put your ring finger on the 3rd fret of the fat E string and your pinky on the 3rd fret of the A string. A string, E string, A string. Here's an alternating boom chop strum with a D chord. Here's a capo. They're often used in this kind of music. They make it very easy to play in different keys without having to learn a lot of new chords. What they're doing is they raise the pitch. Let me show you. This is called a nut, by the way, and I'll come to that soon. If I play Shady Grove, I'm just going to play the last part. This is the key of G with the G shape. Shady Grove, my little love, going back to Harlan. So I use the G shape and the D shape. If I put the capo here, I'm going G, G sharp, A. This is now the nut. I'm going to tighten the capo. This happens to be a shub capo, but there are many kinds. And I'm going to make my G shape. Play again. You notice it's higher. Shady Grove, my little love, going back to Harlan. I can raise it again. If I raise it here, this is A sharp or B flat. Raise it one more. Tighten the capo. Now, with the G shape and the D shape, I'm in the key of B. G, G sharp, A sharp, B. Shady Grove, my little love, going back to Harlan. And then one more. It's the key of C. Now we know the key of C already. But we know the key of C using our C chord, our F chord, and our G chord. But let's say we don't want to play that F chord. We can use the G shape, the C shape. The C shape up here is the F chord. And the D chord is the G chord. Shady Grove, my little love, going back to Harlan. Because with the chords we've learned and a capo, you can play in any key. So we've learned a little about tuning, we've learned some chords, we've learned to change chords, we've learned some songs, we've learned some strums. So spend a little time with this and then come back when you're ready for lesson 2, where we're going to learn how to pick out melody. Thank you for watching. I'm Leslie Abbott with the Toneway Project. Please check out our site at toneway.com. There are all kinds of resources there. We have free online lessons and all kinds of other things. If you have any questions or suggestions for me, please write me through Toneway. Happy playing!